Now,
Can we turn our phones off in the courtroom?
time and time again, broken down is evident.
Bro, okay, F-ends, bro.
So, you lied to me about this man being unemployed.
Your Honor,
And
I
then
have
your
irrefutable
wife
evidence that I am not
has-
married.
He has actually witnessed an Albanian execution. Defamation to my client, Mr. Horst. Do you know how much
This is not
mental
defamation. This is a serious
man has
allegation
run
against
into?
your client, and I have the evidence.
Sue you for defamation.
Your Honor,
I
he's
know what you're
admitted
doing over there, Mr. Harrison.
What to both of you? Order in my court.
Hello, everybody! Welcome to Guilty as Sock, a game where you and up to 8 other functioning members of society take on various roles in a courthouse. The prosecutor is tasked with making up any crime about any person or thing, and the defender has to, say they didn't do it. Both players can present evidence in the form of handwritten cards that usually just boil down into directly assaulting the opposition. By the way, this is not normally how the game is played. We just decided to make our own stupid cards for the video. The witness, where a single person will roleplay both the defendant and prosecutor's witness. These witnesses can be brought on for questioning at any point in the trial and result in a bit of silliness. The bailiff, the person in charge of making sure the entire courtroom doesn't act too crazy, but it usually just boils down to him hitting the same dude over the head with a stick 20 times. The journalist, someone who can create headlines in the middle of the court case to help write a narrative so people can figure out what the hell is going on in this game. But usually, the news just makes the case so one-sided, not even Saul Goodman could defend it, man. It's nuts. Finally, the judge and jury. The jury are obviously in charge of using their little whiteboards to promote their next big pump and dump crypto scam and also help the judge figure out whether the defendant is guilty or not. And the judge, you know, the judge, we know what the judge does. Let me know in the comments if my brief overview of all the roles in this game made any sense, but if they didn't, you're about to figure them out while watching the rest of this video. Anyway, yeah, enjoy this video on Guilty as Sock.
Preach, brother, preach.
Alright, welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to my courtroom. We have Anguished Will, and he's accused of promoting the devil and antichrist activities. We have Harrison as our prosecutor, Bojangle as our attorney. What have you got to say, Mr. Prosecutor? Why is our Anguished Will?
Objection hearsay.
This is obviously an
Objection hearsay. You're not falling. You're simply waving your arms, and I have proof as There's a bomb in my back pocket!
There's a bomb!
I have a bomb! I have a bomb! I have a bomb! I have a bomb!
Back over to me.
Oh,
I am
man.
certain that will solve this case.
Oh my God, they hit the
tower.
second
This was
Everything's
solely because of Anguished Will. I'd like to call my witness to the stand. I'd like to call my witness to the stand. I'd like to call my witness to the stand.
What have we got? We have a truck driver coming to us.
Who saw the events unfold?
Hello, Mr. Truck Driver.
Who saw the events unfold?
Hey,
Mr. Truck Driver, you saw the events unfold at this New York establishment. And you can absolutely confirm that that was the man that did it?
Well, yeah, 100%. That's it.
That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying.
Excuse me, objection, Your Honor. This witness is unreliable, and I have proof of that.
huh? Sure thing. Why is that?
Mr. Truck
Mind
Driver.
your damn business.
Mr. Truck Driver, isn't it true that about 5 minutes before you got here, you smoked that sock pack? Correct?
Objection, Your Honor. Objection. I have irrefutable proof that that previous statement is false.
Breaking news!
Your Honor, I have
terrible
several
witness.
statements to make. I have several statements to make.
Your Honor, it didn't even say my name.
Order in my court. Order in my court. All right?
It just said truck driver. This is outrageous.
Because you're a truck driver. You were a truck driver.
Yeah, but it's not me. It could be any other
Your Honor,
truck
I'd
driver.
like to call the attorney's witness to the stand.
Objection, you can't fucking do that. That's my witness.
Objection, I fucking can. This is crucial to the case.
Mr.
Mr. Intern, you've worked several times. You worked, a couple. Could you elaborate where you were on the scene? On that fateful day?
I was studying.
You're defending him. You were studying. So you didn't see this man. You didn't see this man. Would you say that you were working during this period?
No. I never said I didn't see him. I just said I was studying when the events took place.
But you were also working during this period.
I was studying.
Hey man,
Your Honor, I have the president on pardon. Can you let this man go?
What are we pardoning?
Presidential pardon.
him
not a
of
president.
being falsely accused of crimes.
You're prosecuting him.
You want him to go to.
You made these
Your Honor,
claims to my
That previous statement
client.
was deemed false. That previous statement was deemed
Wait,
false.
wait, your own pardon. Oh, no, I have many things. Okay, hold on.
Your
So
Honor.
what are we claiming? Hold
really
on,
not
witness.
looking good.
What are we claiming my client of antichrist behavior?
Yes,
Sure.
Okay. How the fuck does that relate to 9/11?
because only
The
the, devil
witness,
would
the
be
witness
something
is
behind
looking
that.
pretty guilty over there. You're not looking too good.
Guilty of
Man.
what? What has my
What am I
witness
guilty of? I
done?
was studying.
Promoting the devil and doing antichrist activities.
Your
Visual
Honor,
studying. That's all
my
that's all I
fucking
know.
witness works a 9 to 5 office job. All right.
Pull it back. Pull it back.
Hearsay.
He does not. I've refuted.
I need you to chill out in my court, Mr. Prosecutor, okay?
As stated before, my witness works a 9 to 5 office job as well as studying. So at the scenes of the events he was studying, and that is a-okay because he's a hardworking man. Anyway, back to the
He was
case.
studying with the intern, was he?
Pardon? He's an intern. Why do you think he's an intern? Because he.
With the
Objection.
witness. He was studying with the witness. Is that why he's here? Why is your witness here?
Objection.
My witness is here because he is here to.
Objection.
Bailiff, smack his nuts.
Turn him into a bird, bailiff. Turn him into a bird.
I should begin this case, considering we haven't even talked about the main issue of what my client was accused of, by saying these accusations are way smaller than to be expected. And, you know, his
that
activities, such as promoting the devil, antichrist sector, all these things, they're to a degree that is so much smaller than expected.
Now, you say that the man works a 9 to 5. That's real peculiar because we have evidence here that he's been unemployed for 20 years.
Oh, he's been unemployed. So you've just lied in my court, Mr. Attorney. Is that what I'm hearing?
I actually have irrefutable evidence that he does work. Now, here's
Be
now
very
the reason
careful
he.
because that's your last piece of evidence.
No, I know, and the reason that he works a 9 to 5 is it was actually lined up by the prosecutor's wife. The prosecutor's wife put him in an office job as she runs a big building that was recently hit by an airplane.
So
it
you're
was the
lying in
second
my
tower.
court,
This
Mr.
matter, I am a
Prosecutor.
single
Please
man
be
and-
quiet, Mr. Prosecutor. Order in my
Let him
court.
finish.
So you've
Listen here,
lied to
Harry.
me about this man being unemployed.
Your Honor,
And
I
then
have
your
irrefutable
wife
evidence that I am not
has-
married.
Oh yeah, please show me your evidence.
I have no ring. I have no ring. You see this? I have no
You're
rings.
flipping me off in my court.
Objection, hearsay.
That's
He could have
not
taken
your
it off
ring,
before
finger.
entering the courtroom as it is a personal matter and not bound
Order
by
in
the
my
law.
court. Order in my court. I've seen enough.
The jury
evidence.
has something to say. Please play board.
It's true. I mean, from what I've seen here today, this man has not.
Oh,
Alright, breaking
This
news.
is the case.
News.
Well.
The work of the devil, I tell you, the work of the devil.
From all the evidence
It's
that I
the
have
work
seen
of
here
the
today,
devil.
this man, Anguished Will, has not been promoting the devil.
Yes! I am such a good defendant. Excuse me, Judge Oat Milk, Traffic Light 44, Sam, I have a question. For the remainder of the trial, can you try and make it so that one person talks at a time?
Yes, yes, of course.
All right, thank you.
Dangle, I have a question.
Yes. All right, this is not what I meant by that's not.
Technically, if this is business, order me Uber Eats and write it off as a tax.
Fuck off.
Oh, damn it. Figured I'd try. All right, continue.
Today, Horse is being accused of running illegal Plink scheme.
That should say Plinko, Your Honor.
As you may present your evidence.
Now, it needs to be very clear why he did the case and why he ran the scheme in the first place. Now, it should be extremely obvious that he needed a source of money, therefore, the illegal Plinko scheme. Therefore, how did it happen? How did it get so bad? It's simple. Child support. He got baby trapped. The man had to pay for children that he didn't want. He had to turn over to the dark side, which unfortunately in this courtroom is very, very illegal. Death by hanging.
Death
Your
by
Honor,
hanging.
what the fuck is a Plink scheme?
Enough.
Plinko
Thank you,
scheme. Your
Prosecutor.
attorney. It's a
Thank you,
Plinko.
prosecutor. Attorney, you may speak. You have
Boss.
Let me have a few words with my client, please, Judge. Now, Mr. Horse. Yep. Are you okay? Yep. All right, very well. My client here has been accused of running an illegal Plinko scheme. Now, Plinko is a game on the Price is Right.
It is?
It consists of a pricing game played to earn chips, which are dropped down a symmetrical pegboard. At the bottom are cash amounts that the player wins if they get their chip into the slot. Now, the prosecutor, Mr. Harrison, has said that they got baby trapped. Now, Your Honor, could you please define this baby trapped?
Yes, absolutely. It's when a girl wraps your legs, wraps their legs around you when you're about to pull out.
Now,
and
Your
up to
Honor,
this man 7 times. I can actually
Your
count
Honor,
the
I
dates
don't
if you like.
believe that prosecutor Mr. Harrison is correct about this because there is no way in hell that he would know anything about that sort of thing.
Objection, Your Honor. Objection, Your Honor. I've had 3 pregnancy scares in my life, Your Honor. This is unfair, and he has no evidence to suggest otherwise. I give it back to the attorney.
Your Honor, may I
He
present
deserves the
some evidence to the court? Thank you. Thank you. Now,
Can we turn our phones off in the courtroom?
with the issue is, right, he has actually witnessed an Albanian execution back in his time in Albania at the same time that he is accused of running this Plinko scheme. He was actually in Albania getting trialed for possession.
What does this have relevance to
illegal-
do with Plinko scheme?
Your Honor,
I gotta
I have
admit,
said
Sam, you
that-
are actually just fucking retarded. You are just straight up-
Repeat what you said, attorney.
Your Honor, I said that at the time that my client, Mr. Horse, is accused of running this illegal Plinko scheme, he was actually in Albania witnessing an Albanian execution due to his charge of possession of illegally sourced corn.
Your Honor, I'd like to take the stand,
like
please.
to-
And I'd like to call out my witness.
Breaking news.
There's
Make
breaking
up
news.
your witness.
Hang on.
E2B.
I'd like to call my honor to the stand, please, to discuss the recent article.
Hello, I am the co-worker.
As you can see, this is the co-worker of the horse, and the co-worker, nonetheless, who has been acquitted of their crimes. But this is the same co-worker that was running the Plinko scheme along with Horse here. Now, look, co-worker, you are not being charged here. You are free to speak. You will not be charged for this in the future.
Mr.
Could you please elaborate what's
you have
happened?
just bought a
Quiet. Make
I'd like.
Am I allowed
Yes,
to
elaborate.
speak? Thank you.
Yes.
Alrighty, me and the horse used to run a legitimate business outside of a
Objection,
farmyard.
Your Honor. This guy is fucking. I paid him $50. He's not doing the thing that I told him to do.
Overruled.
Overruled.
Continue.
I resemble that remark, Your Honor. I was not paid any money, and if I was, I'd be flashing my cooch to the prosecutor. Anyway, prior to these engagements, me and the horse ran a legal scheme of a farmyard where we'd source corn. Now, he at some point or another pushed me into a business room and told me about who's playing that obnoxious noise behind me. There is someone playing. I was put into a room with the horse where he outlaid these plans for a Plinko scheme. Plinko is a game in which a bunch of balls on a pegboard are falling into holes for cash prize amounts. Now,
I like Peggle.
yes, the hit game Peggle made by Electronic Arts. Now, I was the director of accounts for this scheme. I ran all the money that came in and came out, and there is a surprising amount of money that came out into Uber Eats, as the horse is, quote, a fat fuck. I rest
Your
my
Honor,
case.
this lady has
You are
very
good, huh?
dilated pupils. I believe she may be actually.
Your Honor, my eyes are
Your Honor,
closed.
she's-
There has been no claims or evidence that she is under the influence of anything. You may continue.
I actually have nothing else to add unless I am questioned, so thank you very much.
Okay.
With that said, I'd like to provide my evidence.
Yes, you may provide then the attorney may provide his evidence and call up his witness.
Yeah, I'm telling you to get the fucking talking stick to me.
Oh.
Wrong
Hello,
person.
I am the...
Breaking news.
Breaking news.
Whoa.
Oh!
Your Honor, I believe that's the witness.
Your Honor, objection. That looks nothing like the witness. I have the evidence. I have the evidence.
You may present your evidence. Quiet!
The jury might be onto something. I won't lie. I gotta get this one out because I just fucking hate Scrappy Doo. I just want to make that clear. But more importantly, Attorney, are you actually aware
Objection, Your Honor.
that the man is the inventor of lying? He's the inventor of lying. The
He's
man,
the inventor of lying.
way back.
What
In
evidence do you have
fact, Attorney, do you actually have the date that you invented it? Do you have the date that you invented lying, as I provided in my evidence just a moment
The
ago?
date that I invented lying.
Yes, I've got the evidence right here.
Well, I didn't invent lying. Why is the
You're
evidence-
on. He's lying right now.
See, he invented it.
It's brother. I'm telling you.
Your
How can we
Honor,
have such-
Your Honor, the prosecutor has
Okay.
put evidence against me, not my client. May I please present
Your
some
turn.
evidence?
Of course.
Yes, thank you, Your Honor. Now, 12,732. Everybody, note that amount down. As I pace up and down the centerpiece of this courtroom, I believe that my client is innocent. If you take a look at my client's savings, then you will realize that he only has $12,732 equated to
Objection.
him. If he was running an illegal Plinko
Objection.
scheme, wouldn't he have a very much larger sum of funds? Now,
That's a
it
lot
just
of money,
seems
Your Honor.
a bit contradictory at the fact that he's getting accused of doing something that can generate large quantities of revenue, yet he still is working
Oh, sorry, Your
casual
Honor, I'm getting a
job
Skype
down at the
call.
liquor store.
You're all good.
Your Honor, quick objection. I just want to slide in a quick bit of evidence.
Your Honor, please, before Your Honor, before
No.
you change the evidence,
You've
I would
yapped
just
long
like
enough.
to say that Mr. Prosecutor Harrison,
And that correlates very well into my next bit of evidence, if you may, Honor.
Yeah, let me just get to it. Thank you.
Thank you. Now, it's actually interesting, Attorney, that you provided that number, because if you actually looked a little bit closely, that was as of today, after the charges against and the allegations against this man have been covered. Before all the money, if you have a look, all the money went into that 700 kilo of fat moon. He was smoking that sock pack. All this evidence is just based on today.
Your Honor, I have DNA sample from my doctor witness who can contradict the exact
I
ownership
fucked
of
the attorney's mother.
stock pack and the 700 kilos of fat. If I can object to this revelation, call my witness to the stand.
Order in my court. Thank you. The attorney may call up their witness.
Now,
Hello, everybody.
Doc, tell me, Doc, how you been? How you doing?
Oh, I was doing all right until I was caught into this stupid fucking courtroom. I hate the government.
Yeah.
Fuck the government. Get me off the
I feel
train.
that, Doc. Yeah, you know me. You know the amount of stuff that we've been through together. Now,
You're the
Doc,
honor, dickhead.
Doc,
I said
I
order.
brought you in here. You remember that DNA sample that I asked you to run like a little while back?
Which
You
one
remember
was it?
that
The
little
DNA
IOU
sample of the
coupon
condom that
you
the
gave me?
prosecutor used to fuck your mother, or was it the DNA sample of the?
The DNA sample for 700 kilos of fat moon.
Oh yes, I do remember running this DNA sample.
Now, tell me, was my client, Mr. Horse, the user of said 700 kilograms of fat moon?
I would like the court to be aware that the horse was not found on the DNA of that fat moon. Instead, it was the prosecutor's witness, the co-worker. I believe she's a drug-taking slag.
And that news report has shown that she is out on the streets.
Okay, that's enough.
So, Your Honor,
Your Honor,
I would like to bring my witness back. Thanks very much, Doc. You can get
Of
back.
course, mate. Get me off the train. Get me off the train, mate.
Now, Your Honor, I would like to present my last bit of evidence, please.
I'd like to go
further
to
construct my
the
case.
prosecutor. You've had a bad time talking with your witness. I'd like to call upon the prosecutor.
Your Honor, the prosecutor has
Yep.
zero
No,
more piece of evidence
no,
left to
No
present.
objection, Your Honor. I do have a closing statement. Thank you very much. If you don't mind. No, huh?
Chromocopia's in the audience, dude. Tyler's here.
Here's the breaking news I was talking about. Watch this. Your Honor, the doctor cannot be
Breaking
considered
news.
as a
Your Honor,
serious
that is
witness.
not my
Breaking
doctor.
news.
Your
Invest
Honor,
in
that is not
Recoin.
my
Do not
doctor.
invest in Recoin. I do not endorse Recoin.
Your Honor, I would like to present some evidence to the
Your Honor,
court.
I'm still not done with my closing statement.
Your closing statement has been overruled. You've had a lot of evidence to provide, and you have provided it.
Now, Your Honor, I would just like to begin
Silence.
by stating that I believe that Prosecutor Harrison
Can't
should
silence the
be
truth.
burned alive.
Objection, Your Honor. What's the correlation here?
Insufferable,
Objection.
inconsequential
Pointed.
accusations towards
Move
my
on
client.
from the statement, otherwise your evidence will be disregarded. Attorney
Do you,
Professor
Mr. Harrison,
Bumhole.
for defamation to my client, Mr. Horse? Do you know how much
This is not
mental
defamation. This is a
issues
serious
man has
allegation
run
against
into?
your client, and
But
I have the
can
evidence.
sue you for defamation.
Your Honor,
I know what you're doing over there, Mr. Harrison.
What to both of you? Order in my court. Holy, you are boys. Upon a room full of men, I like to call upon the jury to hear their final statements.
Your Honor, the attorney still has one more bit of evidence that he can provide. I refuse to let the jury vote until the attorney provides his evidence.
Heard. You may provide your evidence, Sir Bumhole.
Thank you very much. Now, if you take a look at this, right, the sex between Mr. Harrison's parents only took 14 seconds.
What?
They were
No,
in and
you're
out
mistaken
like
that
a
for
McDonald's.
your wife, you fucking
Now,
tool.
Your Honor,
Your
let me
wife.
just tell you that this
I'd
man
like to-
right
I call
here,
against the jury to make a decision.
this
Jury, I
This
will,
man.
I will not be hearing from the attorney anymore that
Your
is
Honor.
relevant to the
Your
topic.
Honor,
and-
Your
I
Honor,
have a final closing remark,
Wait,
Your
so-
Honor.
and provided. Otherwise,
Now,
you will be
Your Honor.
disregarded.
This man has been defaming and throwing baseless accusations that I have time and time again broken down his evidence.
Okay, FNs, bro. Jury, please provide
Your Honor, I'm not finished yet.
Oh, fuck
Your
off.
Honor, that's actually a really cool portrait. Your Honor, I'd just like to say that he threatened to burn me alive after the case hearing. I don't think he should
Yes.
be considered for an action.
Is
Jury,
it our turn yet?
how would you call the case? Let's start from right to left. Let's start with balls.
I do not invest in Reekid. I do not. This is not my crypto. This is not my crypto. This is not endorsed. This is not endorsed.
Silenced. Let's hear from Celtic Cheadle first.
Anyway, yeah,
Silence. Shall hear from Celtic Cheadle first. What is your
My
final ruling?
personal rendition of this story, it shows a heartfelt story between the prosecutor and the attorney's mother. And I like to think that the horse is guilty of horse.
Guys, see Cardi's new album.
Prosecutor, is this true? Your Honor, I believe Mr. Horse would like to say a couple words.
Mr. Horse can stay quiet. OSHA.
The jury votes
How
guilty.
will you provide OSHA? How will you provide what will you say about your just say what you think. Please.
Your Honor, two of the juries have already voted guilty. You should just make the man guilty.
Your Honor, the juries are full of bias.
Your Honor, my attorney didn't get his
Lock
fucking
him
license
up. He doesn't
correctly.
like Cardi. Lock him up.
Your Honor, Mr. Horse does like Cardi.
Oh, okay.
Your Honor, that's a false statement. He has no evidence.
And the
He's
final
innocent.
ruling
He's innocent.
of the court case against Mr. Horse for running illegal Plinko schemes.
Your Honor, my
I
client is
find the horse
I finished.
guilty.
Yes!